Hello, Professor. Hi, everyone. I am Niharika, and my teammates are Venkatramana, Prithvi, Avindra, Siddhartha Gautam, and also Chaitanya. We are from Group 2. Here we are going to explain about Open Research project on web development. And next slide. Yeah. So we researched on 5 different websites, which is useful design and the usability. Here are 3 different websites. We are going to explain all of them. So thank you so much. Next will be my explained by my friend.
Thank you, Niharika. So here are the 5 different websites we are going to explain in this project. I'm going to explain about the SEMO website first. For this SEMO website, we have taken some factors and calculate design and usability criteria. So the main things we take consider in this website is design, user images, and reflect our website values and priorities, about us page, and also the things which emphasize our strengths and achievements, make it easy for users to view a list of majors and programs, and provide information about job placements and graduations, clearly show the application deadlines, and offer a step-by-step descriptions. These are the few things we consider in our design process. So these are clearly explained in our report. We will go through the report also. So here in our SEMO website, we take all these screenshots of the navigations in the design. So this is the home page. Whenever we log into the SEMO website, this page will be appear, and this is the main content page available there. So coming to the design part, we added each and every point here. So these are the image reflected university values and priorities. This is the image that we took from the website. And coming to about us page, this is the about us page we are getting. So and the emphasize your strengths and achievements page will be like looks like this one. And also for the programs and other things which the student needs to navigate, this is the website, that one. So, and finally, the job placement information will be seen in this website, and each and every website will be navigated clearly. There is no complexity in that navigation process. We can easily understood the navigation process in our SEMO website. And final one is we are showing the deadlines of the and offers of step-by-step description of any application process in this website. So if a new user is coming to our website and checking the minimum things in our website, it is very easy to him. So finally, for the usability level, we took these are the few points as usability calculations. The application is easily accessible to all the users, and the UI design is complex, completely good. Everyone can easily understand the application flow. All the students who are studying in the university and the new students who want to join in the university can easily access our website, and it satisfies all 5 concepts, that is efficiency, engaging, error, and tolerant, and also easy to learn. So the final one is the interface is user centered. All the customer goals, mental models, tasks, and requirements are all are met. So in my perspective, the usability of the application will be around out of 4, I can give around 3.5, 3.4. And come back to the second application. So we took the second application is as one of the healthcare business application. For this one, we take the Cigna website, which we have taken some factors for calculating the design here also. So these are the 6 main pages we consider. One is real-time consumption platform for consultation and telemedicine. Second page is patient education with interactive online libraries. Third page is staff training to improve safety and compliance. Fourth one is modernizing health infrastructure. Fifth one is improving in insurance claims management and billing operation. Mobile friendly. Last one is mobile friendly web apps for home agencies. So go back to again the report. In the healthcare application, so we added some in detail explanation here, and also coming to the home page. This is the healthcare home page, and from here we can navigate to different links, and we can get more information about this website. So for that one, we took as I said, we took 6 main pages. First one is real-time consumption platform. We gave some in detail in detail explanation for that particular page also, so that we can find in our report. And coming to second page, patient education and interactive online libraries. So this is one of the tab that gives the information about that particular page. So we give some detail in description for that too. Like that, coming to each and every page, we added some theoretical explanation for that. Third one is staff training to improve safety and compliance. This is the page that we can navigate. So each and every page will be navigated from the home page. That will be very useful. and it will be very easy for the new comer also. It won't take much time for them to learn. So fourth one is modernizing health IT infrastructure. This is the page for that one. And fifth one is implementing insurance claims management and billing operations. And the final one is so here we added some brief description for each and every page. So final one is mobile friendly web apps for health home agencies that we can see down here. So finally, for the usability healthcare business application, we consider these five concepts. So the same thing. So it is very easy. And finally, the perspective of the usability of this application is we gave around 3/4. Yeah. And coming to third application, it is an e-commerce application that will be explained by my teammate. Thank you.
Access.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. Thank you. Can you see my screen, right? Okay. E-commerce website application. So here we're taking an example as Walmart. So we have taken some factors calculation, design and usability criteria here. Simple and prominent search bars on the page, and clear navigation menus and contact information for every page. Maintaining the consumer confidence, show logos and show some stock availabilities, and show filters and sorting functions, so including customers reviews, make buy add to the basket, and shows short product descriptions and simple estimated deliveries. So report, and here some we need to explain in detail due to time constraint. We are explaining the in detail in report. So here some I'm explaining some brief base. Clients have many alternative online shopping in order to generate income via e-trading internet. So design here some website we taken as simple website, e-commerce website. So having the clear navigation menu. This application having a clear navigation menu helps to identify the different product criteria and fashion with product categories. Your website sells to your customers. It is important that you generally terms in Sigma segments your product items. For example, the fashion, we see all the items. So fashion item here, and contact information for every page. Here the customer can the details. Applications having the counter every page reduces buyer anxiety. The customer added reassurance that they are able to contact you should they have any queries. Maintenance consumer conflicts. Walmart have a special feature like cybersecurity being measured. On online shoppers, ensuring every page has a link. Customer testimony, why shop with us, and privacy policies, delivering information, return policy. You can link these pages inside your site footer to keep things looking them. And here you find some in website like this, show logos. So in this application, if you want to search things like this, big brands names, including the logos, having logos of brands, here we can show in website. You see the colors, you need to change what you want, and the left side the filters, you can see brand filters and available, easy to user can access, and easy to learn also. So stock availability application. So customer scroll your product listing, lets customers know the stock is availability on the product or not. So here you can see the stock availability as well, and the show filter sorting and functions. So in the left hand side corner, you have shown some price range and brands you like in the product. We have to filter. So including the customers review also, you can review customers identify products have been highly rated. Social proof. Here example, make a buy and add button. So whenever I visit a project page, the buy and add to the basket button earlier visible. I use bold and color. So in application, we find this in detail. And so estimated delivery also option in Walmart application. So whenever it reach, you get the notification, or you get status in the shipping details. So you can mention in the Walmart page. So usability of the application. So basically the usability contains different factors under consideration, comparing learnability, memorability, efficiency, and satisfaction, and errors. So learnability means how easy is for new user to accomplish tasks the first time they visit your website. So if a person visit a first time to the person, so they need easy to learn and easy to navigate one page to another page like this. So memorability is how far someone to come back to the user in the website after having used it for a period of time. So efficiency, how quickly the user complete the tasks on your website are different. They are familiar with the users. Satisfaction. So satisfaction is nothing but whether the user enjoy the design of your site, and errors refers the number of errors that makes the user site. So the overall, these are all the considerations. Usability for some applications is so easily accessible to the users. UI design is compatible to good. Everyone can easily understand. So some 5 satisfaction concepts. So efficiency, effective, engaging, and error tolerate, and easy to learn. So the interface is user centered. All the customers goals, mental models, tasks, and requirements are all met. So here out of 5, 4, I'm giving 3 point. The prospective usability for the application is 3.7. And my friend will continue the next part.
I think you are on mute.
Prithvi, you are on mute.
Now we are moving on into the Google Map. For Google Map website, we have taken some factors for calculation of usability criteria. Get calculation direction, creating a map, measuring the distance and estimated time of arrival, missing map information, finding our location, checking route, getting traffic information, location sharing, and location editing. Now moving on into the report. In Google Map, we can see the transportation direction. As we can see, we have see the direction for chemical hall. We can also create a map from point A to point B. We can get the distance and estimated time of arrival in the Google Maps also. Now we can make the map info, finding your location. We can check our route, and also Google Map will show the information about the traffic in the route. Location sharing. We can share the location to anyone, like our live location and all. And also we can find out the nearest restaurant, bookstore, gas station, and cinema theaters near us. By considering all the above points, we have done 4 types of usability testing parameters. The application is easily accessible to all the users. The user design is completely good. All the customers can easily access the website, and it satisfies all 5 P's of concept. The interface is user-centered. All the customer growth, mental model, tasks, and requirements are all met. We are giving the Google Map application is 3.7 out of 4. Thank you. Now my pen will continue.
Yeah, thank you, Prudvi. Let me share my screen. Everybody can see my screen, right? And today I'm going to explain about the website IMDb. IMDb stands for Internet Movie Database, and these are the specific factors which I'm going to explain in this particular website, like rating by the MPA and in the theaters and coming soon factor and the watch list, the top list and user list, and the sub menus of the database systems on the news, awards, and IMDb Pro. Let me go to the website. This is the main website. This is the homepage of this particular IMDb website, and which we call as index page by launching here. And when it goes to the menu, here you can find each and everything. Like if you are looking for a specific title or people and need more powerful search functions, you can do it here. And by seeing on these particular options, you can select whatever you want. And even if the user didn't find any particular thing in this particular menu, he can just simply type on his keywords like, for example, stranger. He will get the particular suggestions which are related to that particular thing. Like see here the Stranger Things and these are the Stranger Tides and everything. He user can even can search for the genres like comedy. It will show all the videos related to the comedy genre. In the similar way, user can use the menu bar. When it comes to the watch list, if you want to use the watch list, we have to sign in with the different types of options here. And in this particular watch list, it is a great place to track the movie and the TV shows which we want to watch, so that we can add our favorite movies and everything to that particular watch list, and we can track them to in which episode we are currently watching, and we can continue to that particular episode. When it comes to the IMDb Pro, for this we have to pay for this particular website, and there are three particular options in order to pay for this particular website. In an IMDb Pro, you will gain access to all kinds of insider information, such as contact information for agents, actors, producers, and other industry workers. You will also unlock the extra information of the actual IMDb site, such as pages for movies and TV shows which are not visible for an ordinary user. When it comes to the few features, like if you see the coming soon, in this particular page you will get the details of all the movies which are coming in the future, and in the similar way, which are the current movies in these theaters. These are the different pages which are navigating from the main menu to all the different types of information. When it comes to the top list and the user list, here is the like a top 250 movies. It will show all the top 250 movies based on the rating given by the users, or even based on the rating given by the website. All the 250 movies, and it won't change much. That the 250 movies remain constant most of the time, because it is based on the user reviews. And when it comes to the awards, for every a movie lover, awards is a great thing. Like one of the biggest events on the calendar is the award season. IMDb tracks all types of award seasons like Oscars, Emmys, and Sundays. Let me show you the awards. You can find all the videos regarding to the awarding videos too. These are the different types of awards seasoning time. And when it comes to the usability report, like for an IMDb website, mainly we have done 4 types of usability testing parameters. The first one is, are users able to understand the information which are the present on the main page? Are users able to easily navigate through the different pages? Are the users come across as great features like movies, genres, and actors? And how often the users use this particular website? And by considering all these above factors which I just shown you, like the usability, which I gave the rating to this particular website is 3.5 or 3.5 out of 4. And from here my friend will continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramana. So from here, we are going to discuss about the full stack frameworks which we can use for developing these web applications. So my teammate will continue from here.
Yeah, in this in the second part of the second page, we had given the detailed description regarding to the full stack application. What is full stack application? In the Word document, we have given all the technologies that we had used for the full stack web applications like Python. While going to the backend side, Python, Java, C Sharp, etc. While going to the front end, we have some front end technologies like Angular, React, and Vue.js, like that kind of stuff we are using for the front end services. While going in the database, we have some databases like MySQL database, Postgres, PL database, and some databases like AWS, Google Cloud, and Azure databases. These if we combine all these functionalities, we can make a full stack application, because while going to the backend, going to the next slide. In the full stack application, mainly we will choose two types of applications. One is the single page application. Second one is the multi-page application. In the single page application, we have in the single page application, we have all the HTML, CSS, and loaded that are just loaded only once. The application will only run on the only one tab. It will not redirect to the second page that we call as a single page application. In the diagram, we can see that the flow of the single page application. Just the client will hit the URL in the browser. Automatically, it will connect to the. It will give the details regarding to the URL. While going to the second page about multi-page application, multi-page applications are some content request and need to whole new web page to retrieve from the server. These are massive applications with a multi-layered UI. We can use the technologies like Ajax to solve the difficulty complex applications, transferring a huge amount of data between server and the browser, refreshing only selective elements for the application. In the image, we can see that the multi-page application architecture flow of the application. In the UI, we can use the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, anything the language that you are using for the application, like Angular or React. While going to the backend application, we are using any kind of like Java, Python. But mainly we have to choose that for every application we have mainly three types of layers, like business layer. Well, first whenever the customer hits the URL, it will go to the controller. Controller will send the request to the repository. Then repository will go to the service layer, and it will go to the database. And again, the flow will vice versa. It will come back as it goes to the database. It will come back the database to the service to the repository to the control to the client. It will show the results. While going to the next one, frameworks. Mainly we have to discuss some frameworks. So mainly frameworks are used for the web development process. It will give the performance by providing a consistent structure, so that the developer don't have to keep rebuilding the code from the scratch. And from the frameworks times are mainly the frameworks are used for the time saving purpose. By going to the next slide, Spring Boot application. What are the different types of applications that we have given all the applications frameworks like Spring Boot, Django, or .NET framework. While going to the first one, Spring Boot framework. Spring Boot is a Spring module that provides rapid application development features to the Spring framework. Use it to create a standalone Spring-based applications that we can just run because the minimal Spring configurations. Before Spring Boot, we have the Spring Core. We have give all the auto configurations. We have to write all the code. We don't have to use the configuration over there. Just we have to write all the code in every service layer. So by coming after the auto configuration, it makes application easy to make the service layer, because the developer has to develop only the service layer. By using these frameworks, the application the time complexity will be very less, because it is giving all the configurations. While going to the futures, create standalone Spring application. It will automate. It has embedded Tomcat, like embedded Tomcat and Jetty servers, and provided option starter like a Spring Boot starter and a Spring starter databases, and automatically configure the Spring and third-party libraries whenever it possible. We just have to add the dependencies from Maven repository. While going to the fifth point, provide production-ready features such as matrix health checks and external configurations. Sixth point, absolutely no code generation, no requirement for the XML configuration. We don't have to. After coming in the Spring Boot, we are XML configuration has gone to the legacy. While going to the next slide, Spring Boot, it is we all know that it is a backend framework. As I had discussed in the previous, mainly there are 4 layers. First one is the presentation layer, business layer, persistence layer. Persistence layer is nothing but the repository layer, and the database layer. Presentation layer is that we are accessing the, like in the UI, what is showing in the UI. It is the presentation layer that we can that only we can write in the like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. We can only present while going to the business layer. In the business layer, this is the service layer, and it is the backbone for the application. In the service layer, we can give all the services that we are accessing for the application. While going to the presentation layer, presentation layer contains all the storage logic, translates business objects from the database rows. While going to the database layer is we can make a CRUD operations like create or update or delete or post a data to the application. We use this CRUD operation. In the coming slides, my friend will explain detail regarding to the database layer. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Avindra. Yeah, AngularJS. I'm going to explain the framework of the AngularJS. AngularJS is an open source JavaScript framework written in TypeScript. Google maintains it, and it is a primary purpose is to develop a single page application as a framework. Angular has a clear advantages while also providing a standard structure for the developers to work with. It enables users to create a large applications in a maintainable manner. MVC architecture. MVC stands for Model View Controller Architecture. Not only that, it attaches value to the framework when creating a client-side app, but also set the foundation of the other features like data binding, and scopes. With MVC architecture, it is possible to isolate the app logic from the UI layer and support separation concerns. The controller receives all the requests for the app and operates with the model to prepare any data by the view. The view uses the data prepared by the controller and display a final presentable response. And when it comes to the next slide, like basic overview how to develop an Angular application from the scratch. I have given the step by step information how to install the application, from starting from how to install the application and from like a building and developing a war Angular application to the Firebase. We have to follow, if you want to create a full-fledged project, you have to follow all these steps in the same way. Next slide. Angular design architecture. Some of the large web applications contains a lot of components. Angular simplifies the way managing these components even in a new program. For example, if a new programmer joins in the project of the development process has already begun, the architecture is built in such a way that the new developer can understand each and every component of the project, and he can develop the code easily without any restrictions. Like if you see the picture in the PPT, like it is showing the main architecture of the application of that particular AngularJS. Next slide. Services and the dependency injection DA. A services or a component might sometimes need a other dependent service to complete a task. A dependency injection design pattern is used in order to fulfill these dependencies. It divides the task among the different services. The client services will not create the dependent object. Rather, it will be created and injected by an Angular injector. The Angular injector is responsible for creating a service instances. If you see the diagram next to it, like it shows the architecture of the injector tree and the component tree, like ng module and the parent component and the child component. when it comes to the TypeScript, Angular is written in the using the TypeScript, which is a superset of the JavaScript. It is fully compiled of JavaScript and also helps spot and eliminate the common mistakes while coding. While small JavaScript projects do not require such an enhancement, the enterprise scale applications need developers to make their code clearance and verify the quality more often. Angular is instead to create a simplified experience for a front-end developers who are focusing on the design aspect of an application and creating an advantageous user experience. If you primarily work as a back-end developer, then we may find this platform isn't the best fit for the role. From here on, my friend will continue. Thank you.
Yeah, due to time constraint, I'm not going detail. We are mentioning everything in the report. So here are some points I'm covering up. So Django Python-based frameworks that allows a quick, efficient. So we are taking into consideration some items, admin interfaces, default database, SQL Lite, etc. When we're building a website, we always need a similar to get the components. So type of applications we can build with the Django is a content management system, social networking, and book marketing sites for the facility communications, book engines, and e-commerce sites, custom CRMs. So some financial websites so allows us to calculate the result based on the personal data and risk tolerance and possibility of achievements of the goals. So Android and iOS mobile apps are supports of web applications. So performance for handling the legal issues like verifying mortgages and conditions or lease sites. Next slide. So it is basically we take an example when we sign up a website. So is the process like going like this URL and view and take from the backend to the and model. So you checking that and controller to get back to the user. So in detail we explained in the report. So I'm wrapping up some of the features of Django. So excellent documentation, SEO optimization, stability in nature, thoroughly tested, a Python web framework, highly scalable and highly secure, rapid development. So my friend will continue from there.
Thank you, Chaitanya. Here I'm going to explain about ASP.NET. It is a web frameworks. ASP.NET, a server-side web application framework designed for web development to produce dynamic web pages. It is a successor to Microsoft Active Server Pages technology built on the common language runtime. It provides separate patterns for developing web applications. ASP.NET MVC, ASP.NET Web API, and ASP.NET Web Pages, which have merged into a unified MVC6. ASP.NET Core, a successor and reimplementation of ASP.NET as a modular web framework. And Blazor, a free and open source web framework that enables developers to create web apps using C# and HTML. Next slide, please. Here I'm going to explain about .NET. Graphical user interface are Windows Forms, Windows Presentation Foundation, Windows UI Library, and XML Forums. Object relation mapping, entity frameworks, and NeighborNet. Quality assurance, NUnit. Next slide, please. Features of .NET. Common executive environment, common type system, multi-language support, tool support, security, base class library, automatic resource management, easy and rich debugging support, simplified development, portability. The next slide will be explained by my friend.
Thank you, Siddhartha. So far, we have explained about some different coding languages which used for handling the data. But now we are going to explain about the databases which are really storing the data. So the database structure stores organized information. Most databases contain multiple tables, which may each include several different fields. For example, a company database may include tables for products, employees, and financial records. There are four types of tables, four types of databases objects that help user to compile. Those are like a compile, enter, store, analyze the data in various formats. They are like tables, queries, forms, and reports. So the different types of databases we have are centralized databases, cloud database, commercial database, distributed database, end user database. And in detail, we can go, if you go means there are like a graph database, NoSQL, object-oriented database, open source, operational, personal, and relational database. Among these all databases, we mostly using the relational databases from the long period of time. Now the NoSQL databases is like emerging technology, because nowadays the data is coming in an unstructured way. So there is no structure for any table. So we are going to store those data in the form of NoSQL databases like Cassandra, MongoDB. MongoDB is one of the most used web application databases. The graph database will be using some real-time data which comes from the images. Like that, these are the different databases which are used for different use cases in the real time. Coming to the importance of these databases keeping mounting of data collected in order, mainly and orderly manner and easily accessible to an authorized user. Every company uses a different databases depending on the nature of this data. Database is important like for business growth in numerous ways. They allow business to make informed business decisions, helps analyze and aggregate business data, collect and store crucial customer data from different applications, ensure immediate access to crucial business data from different business departments and comprehensive data parents. Often data is mapped through hierarchical databases and user legacy systems to relational databases used in different warehouses. So, so far we have covered the front-end technologies, back-end technologies, and also the database layers. So these are the five technologies which are mostly used for any web application, that is any full stack web application. And thank you for giving us this opportunity, Professor. Thank you.